Hey, what's up? It's Amboy, and I'm not putting any effort into this actually. This is just an important thing I just wanted to share with you guys. Um, uh, I had struggles when I was a kid, when I was in America, living with Filipino parents. I just want to share with you some of the struggles I had. Um, and if you don't know, I was the only kid. I was the only child that my parents had. They wanted more kids, but uh, I guess it just didn't happen. Um, just being the only child, my parents used to work hard, and that was the culture of being Filipino. And actually, migrating over there in the U.S. was to work hard, and I guess that's what their parents taught them, is to get good grades and to work hard, and you'll get the money. Work for your money. Um, so as a kid, I didn't see that much of my parents because they were working so hard. My mom used to work at the post office and was working graveyard shift. So the only time I would see her is right before she would go to work. Because when I was going to school, she would just be getting in the house, and she would sleep all day. Um, with my dad, he was an engineer, retired engineer now. Uh, he would work in many companies. Um, but he was a hard worker, and he's earning pension right now. So the things that they would say to me when I was a little kid was always get good grades, always try to work hard, don't smoke, don't drink, don't do this, don't do that. If you do this, I will palo you. That's what they would say. Um, and did I listen? No. When I started young, being pasaway, probably like around 13 years old, started hanging around with friends that I shouldn't have. Um, Smoking cigarettes, um, smoking marijuana, doing drugs, drinking, having fun, going to parties, uh, getting with different girls. Um, and that was a life that I had fun with, when I was in my teenage years. And I lived it. I lived life on the fast lane. That's what it was called, living life on the fast lane. But having uh, um, Filipino parents, I still had that fear since I was the only kid, and they loved me so much. But they wouldn't ask me. Well, they wouldn't have the relationship. Um, they wouldn't be a relational parents that they were to me. Like how was I doing, or let's go out to a family vacation. No, it wasn't like that. Because they were so focused on work, they were so focused on paying the bills, they were so focused on making their money, taking care of the family, taking care of the house, and making ends meet. And that was my family. That was my parents. And I know a lot of Filipino parents are like that. I guess it's how they're raised over here in the Philippines. It's like if you want to be somebody, you gotta get good grades, and you gotta work hard. With me, it was kind of different because I had a creativity side in me. Um, I loved school when I was a kid, but once I got to like sixth grade, I just didn't care for school. I had bad grades all the time. Oh yeah, I would get palo all the time from my mom, my dad. I would get it all the time. And just having that mentality, it led me to a pass away life. I was hard headed. I was stubborn. I didn't want to listen to them, even though I loved them so much. It was kind of difficult for me to have a relationship where I could just tell them anything. Led a secret life behind their backs. And the thing was, all the experience I had as a kid and a teenager, I had so many hobbies, but they would never let me pursue them. I love bowling. I love playing music. I love sports, and they would think it was just hobbies, and what I know now is I stuck on with these hobbies and brought it to another level. And these hobbies were not just hobbies; they were dreams of mine that I was interested in. I had a passion for. I had a fire for it, and I wanted to pursue it. So making these videos, editing them, and everything, I've been doing it since VCR days. Having two VCRs and one playing and the one recording. And until now, I love visualizing things. I love doing things that are creative, designing, just thinking out of the box. That's just me. Now, how did I get to this point? It's, my mom would discipline me on a lot of things about, man, if I didn't have a good job, if they were pressuring me to get good grades all the time, to find a good job, and if that ever happened, I would live a good life. But that never happened. I didn't get good grades, but I started getting serious when I was like 19 years old, and I actually went to college and finished college. And in college, I started liking school again. I started liking learning. And when that was done, I started going to work in different companies. And these companies, I just couldn't hang around for a long time. Even though my last job, it was a secure job, I got sick of it also. So after that, I was like, I actually got fired from my job. I'm not going to say why I got fired from my job, but after that job, I started pursuing business. I started pursuing a lot of the things that I'm good at as hobbies, and started getting paid for it. Started learning about social media. Started learning about video making. I knew about video making, but making them better. That's what I wanted. So I've been in YouTube for since 2007, making videos. And this Amboy, Philippines, how it came to be, it was just an idea, and I wanted to get my friends involved in it also. And I don't know too much of the Filipino culture, even though I'm Filipino myself, but trying to interact and trying to get something that they're interested in, I'm still learning. And that's the best thing about this, is the learning curve, the learning stages. So and I love what I do. Here on YouTube, here on my other channels, I love what I do. I love to entertain people. I love to make people laugh. I love to educate people. I love to teach people, and it's something that I'm good at. I'm good at. So I'm doing something that I love. It's not work to me. It's like play, but it's work at the same time, and I love it. So I encourage a lot of you who has Filipino parents, even Asian parents, that says you gotta get good grades, get try to get a good job. Don't try to pressure yourself all the time, because it's a new generation. Um, if you have a dream, go after it, and you'll be happy. You'll be really happy. There's gonna be struggles, but you're gonna be happy that you're doing what you're enjoying that you're enjoying. You're doing what you enjoy to do. I don't know. But the thing is, I see a lot of people here every single day. The mentality is like my parents. They uh, they have to get good grades. They have to work hard. They go through the struggles of not having that much money and making ends meet with money. I see my dad all the time struggling with money, and with me, I don't want to be like that. I want to, you know what? If I don't have any money, I'm happy. Because why? Because I'm doing what I love to do. And when I'm doing what I love to do, the struggles, it's like little to me. It's little. And the thing is, I love to think. I love to read books. And a lot of people know me as a big dreamer. What if we do this? I'm a risk taker. I will go through the struggles. I will go through it. I will go through the storms, and I don't really care because I know my dream is going to happen. And every single time I dream, it does happen. Because why? I go after it. Living with Filipino parents, I would say, if you're going after your dream, they're the most negative people against your dream. That's why I thank God that I didn't listen to what they would say about my dreams, about my hobbies, about what I wanted to do. Because the only thing they would say is, you gotta get good grades, you gotta get a good job, and you'll live a happy life, which is not true. Well, there's a lot of people there that can't do what we do here on YouTube. They can't go in front of the camera and just talk. They can't go in front of the camera and do things that we do, like a lot of people here do. Can't do the comedy. They don't have the personality. They don't have the charisma. They just can't think of doing what we do. And if that's you, if that's not you, get a job. Stay there and you'll be secure. But for people that has a dream about this YouTube thing, about being someone big, not even just on YouTube, but being someone that people think it's impossible, pursue it. Pursue it. Continue with it. There's going to be a lot of negative things that's going to be said to you about your dream, but if you just don't give up, you'll get there. This is Amboy. This is just another vlog, and I hope you enjoy it. If you like it, like it. If you like it, share it. And we'll get something going on next week, I guess. But season 2 is coming up September 21st. This is Amboy. And doses. We're doing this on an iPad too, so not doing it on a HD camera. Don't even care. Alright. Peace.